Hello everyone, it's Mich here. Welcome to my channel. If you're new, thank you so much for stopping by. I'm glad you found me, and I hope you come back for more. And if you are part of my little family, thank you so much for all your support. I truly am blessed, I think, with the best subscribers ever. But today, the light's fading, and I've just come in from outside playing in the garden. I got off work, I was kind of tired, but I had to whippersnip and do some things outside, so I finished that, and it's the start of my vacation. So I thought I'd hop on, and this wasn't the video that I wanted to show first. So I do have a process video that I've been hoping to get up. I've been kind of debating whether you guys might think it was too basic or not, but I do plan on posting it when I get back, so towards the end of August. But I wanted to hop on now because part of that first video is something that I'm going to use when I'm on holiday. So what the first video is, it's a process video of doing 3 different types of junk journals. So the first one is the accordion that we did when we did Junk Journal July. So I went over the basics again about that one, just as I had been asked about that. And then I kind of modified it to some of the pattern paper that I had, and just thought maybe we could work and do some interesting things in this little accordion one. There's some pockets and stuff. So that was one kind of style that I talked about. And then a second one was an altered book. So kind of went through the book and tore some things out. And now the book is kind of ready to start to be altered into pages and tuck spots and all that stuff, which I haven't started yet. But the third one was just a normal little junk journal, quite similar to the one that I do for Daphne's diary. So it's just I think this was a cracker box or something. And this one here actually has 3 signatures. Each signature has 2 pieces of roughly 8.5 by 10, folded in half, which gives me 8 sides. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, in the first video, I kind of felt that I was going to do it sort of Victorian style. But in the meantime, I was going through some of my paper pads, and I came across this one here I've had for a long time. I got it at Michael's. And I've never really been that keen on the pages. I don't know why. I guess I'm more of a pastel-y person. But I thought, no, I'm going to make do with that. And largely because I had put this piece of paper on that I had in my stash somewhere. It wasn't part of that pad. Thinking that this would be the cover for my Victorian style. And when I put it up against the paper pad, I just really liked the color combinations. So the reason I'm kind of hopping on is because I'm going to do a flip through of this one, of what I've done so far. And then maybe we'll just have a little play if you guys want to hang around. But mainly because I'm taking this with me when we go away, and I'm going to be pasting in it and putting things in and stuff. And I just wanted to kind of do maybe a before and after instead of just bring it all back. So it just, like I said, it started out, actually what it was is that's what it was. I had a bunch of cards, those pre-made cards that you can get at Michael's or whatever, where you get the cards and the envelopes. Well, I have quite a few packs of those because I generally usually make my own cards out of cardstock. So I've had these floating around, and I had them in the cream and I had them in the kind of craft. So that's basically what I did. I just folded them, I cut them so that they were even, and you can see that all in the first video that I'll post later. So I'm not going to go into all of that. But I have decorated some of the pages. So firstly, on the inside cover, I put just a little vellum pocket. And in my pocket, I've put a little journal card. That's just the gold foil. I know it's kind of hard to show on the film, but I kind of thought I could use that as a tuck out or something. So I've put that in my little pocket. I've put a little note card. I got these at Staples, absolutely love them. And in the little note card pack, there was also these little stickers, these little butterfly stickers. So I thought they would be cute. And then I am going to send a bunch of postcards from Green Gables, from Cavendish. So I've got some American, some international, some Canadian stamps. So I thought I'd put that in there. Then I made this cute little paper clip. I just took some little beads and I just wired them onto the top of the paper clip, and I have a little bee there because you guys know why. And I just thought we'd put that there. Then I have this little card. It's not the world, it's not what the world holds for you, it's what you bring to it. And that was a Anne Shirley quote, and I think that is absolutely so true. Sometimes maybe we feel a bit entitled or we feel like we're owed something, but we also owe something as well. Here is a little tuck spot, and I just took my little border punch, and you can't see it that well, but I then just bordered that, and I do plan on decorating that, but I wasn't sure what I wanted to do with it. And then I just had a couple other little journal cards. Might use them for tuckouts. I'm not sure yet. And then of course I put a washi sampler in. So I just went to my stash and just put a bunch of washi on some of that packaging that we used when we did the Junk Journal July. I'm telling you, you can do many things with packaging. So that's blank. Wasn't really sure what I wanted to do with that yet, but I might get back to that. Then this one here, I just put a little corner tuck spot, and then another little one there, and just a little folded piece of cardstock. I just distressed it a bit because you just never know what I might want to put on that or stick to it. And then, of course, I wanted to put some of the book from Anne of Green Gables. So I've got this old weathered book. The pages are all brown. The edges are even more brown. I got it at Value Village at the thrift store. And oh, I didn't realize there's a little map there. Oh wow, I'm gonna have to use that. The magical land of rolling green hills and azure sea made famous by L.M. Montgomery's novels. That's where I'm going. And then I just did a little journal card. Again, might do something with that. And I've left that blank for now. I put some pattern paper on there. And then a little tuck spot here. And then that's Anna, that's, I don't know if it's really Green Gables, but that's what it reminds me of. And then I just have a little quote from the book that said, Matthew Cuthbert's father, as shy and silent as his son after him, had got as far away as he possibly could from his fellow men without actually retreating into the woods when he founded his homestead. Green Gables was built at the furthest edge of his cleared land. So I thought that was kind of cute. And then that's a little tuck spot for something. And just have this little fountain pen and paper so I can write a note there. Then I just put a little pocket here. Tell me and I forget, teach me and I remember, involve me and I learn. And that's so true of my style. Like, I learn from doing things more so than somebody telling me or you know, me reading it. And then I just made a couple little file folder cards to go in my little pocket. And if I decide that it's getting too thick with stuff, then I can always just take those out and put some other memorabilia there. But I also have the back of the flip to put stuff on. And then I have this little tuck spot. Our library isn't very extensive, said Anne, but every book is a friend. Isn't that so lovely? And then just another little image that I can use somewhere in my junk journal. I've done these so they slide in and out, and I did that on purpose. And again, you can know the process, see the process video when I put it out in a week and a half or so. And then this here, I just did a top corner with a little paper clip. and then just did a couple other journal cards for the front and the back. I just took the CD case, and just what I actually did is I glued up the side where the flap is, and the flap is actually underneath this pattern paper. And then I just have a place where I can put, maybe I'll find a nice card or something that I might want to put there. Maybe I'll get some dried flowers or something. I'm not sure what treasures I'm going to find when I get over to PEI. This one here is Anne and Gilbert. I just love that little image. And it's been my experience that you nearly always enjoy things if you make your mind firmly that you will. And isn't that so true? Because they had such an angsty relationship until they didn't, which is a lovely love story. This one here, I just did a little pocket, and then I've got a couple cards that I cut already that I'm thinking I'll just do a little bit of collaging on with some Green Gables stuff or Anne stuff that will go in my little pocket there. And then I got a map of PEI, so this is Nova Scotia, and then we're going to take the ferry from Pictou over to the island, and then we'll make our way. It's not that long a drive from Wood Island to Charlottetown, and then up to Brackley Beach and North Rustico and Cavendish. Cavendish being where Anne was from, and where Green Gables is up there. So I just printed this off, and I was thinking that I don't want to cover up this side because I want to see the ferry. So for our cost to go from Pictou over to the island, return trip is $91. That would be less American, but I'm not sure the exact conversion. So maybe like $70 American. I'm not sure. It's generally that you pay to get on the island and you don't pay to get off it. Like you only pay one way, whether you take the bridge. So there's a bridge here, which is this humongous, it looks like a great big dinosaur, and it's 20 minutes to get across that bridge, which I kind of love going over the bridge. But if you don't like going over a bridge, you wouldn't like this one because it does take a long time to get over the bridge. And we often go the bridge, but it's a lot longer land-wise to get over to New Brunswick to get over the bridge, where it's a lot quicker drive for us to get to Pictou, and it is 75 minutes on the ferry, but we love going out on the water, so that's going to be good. But I found this little bag, and I was thinking that maybe I would take the pinking shears and just crop it a bit and put it on this side. So I'm thinking like maybe right around there, and then just cut that straight across, and then I can put a little something, yeah, kind of like that. I think I'll stick that in there, and then I can still have this. Yeah, I could seal this up this side like so, and then I would have another little bag that I could use somewhere else. So we'll keep that as part of our, I think I was saying already, I put this intentionally because then I could slot, if I get a pamphlet for somewhere, we might stop it someplace. I'm not really sure. I haven't really planned it all out. Oftentimes when we go to PEI, we don't really act as tourists, but this time I really want to. I want to do all the things even if I've done them before. And this week that we're going to be there is also the Shellfish Festival on PEI. So there's lots of events and stuff going on. So who knows what mischief we'll get into. This here, I just wanted a piece of foiled paper because I just thought where I've had a little bit of foiling in other places that I might want that to do a little accent or something. So you got to take some supplies too when you go. And then this here is just another little pocket, a little tuck spot. And then this one here, I made this one based on the one that Valentina sent that we did in the Junk Journal July. So I am going to, one day we're going to have a little craft day if you guys want to, and I thought I would just do a little bit of ephemera and embellishments that I could use in my junk journals later on. So, so that's that bit. So I just kind of thought maybe we just do a little crafty bits, and just, it's been a while since I've had time to just relax. Wondering if I should cut. I could do a little notch there, or I could, I've got a little scallop circle, and I could do a little scallop circle. Do you think that would ruin it? Let's see. So I was saying about my garden, in that, sorry, I'm rooting around for stuff here, that I was out there doing some little low maintenance, and I got my whippersnipping done. Then I went over to where the roses are, and again saw those I wasn't sure that was going to do it, because sometimes, just something to keep in mind is some punches struggle with one little piece of paper or something thin, and this is one of the ones that do. So you can just double it up if you want to. But I'm happy with that, just to give me a little thumb notch that I can get something in and out there. So I had this bucket. Thank you, Chris, for that little tip about carrying a bucket with me when I'm looking for lily beetles. Well, I knew I was going to be looking for those little Japanese beetles, and they just give me the creeps. I don't know. When I was younger, stuff like that didn't bother me. I could take my little bucket and go out to the potato plants and just pick them off, put them in my little bucket, and it didn't even faze me. Now that I've gotten a little bit older, the creepy crawlies give me the creepy crawlies. But I was just kind of thinking when I was doing them for the rose bushes, which was like the 4th time already in the last, I don't know, few weeks that I've been out there trying to get these Japanese beetles under control. The lily beetles are gone. I only had that one since the spring. But then I saw that they had a little bit of aphids on them. And they're not really hurting it, I don't think. But I don't know, I just kind of thought maybe next year I should just take that rugosa rose out, because it just seems like, I don't know, it's attracting all kinds of mischief that I don't want. If you can't be cheerful, be as cheerful as you can. That's an Anne saying. So I'm going through this little basket here of these little Anne of Green Gables. It was a digi-kit that I found. There was 2. One had just the sayings. It's been on my project list to go through to read this actually again, because I haven't read it in a long time. I mean, there's a series of 6 books in the Anne. Actually, there's probably, no, I think there's 6 books. Can't remember. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 8 books. Okay. And this is the first book. So I've been meaning to go through and just kind of highlight some of the quotes and stuff. But of course, you know, there's a lot of things on my list. But I saw this lady on Etsy, and she had, I think for $2 or something, she had a sheet of the quotes. And I thought, well, for me, for right now, time-wise and stuff, I think that's worth it. If I think about it when I post this video, I'll put her link or her details. But then there was another lady who had a lot of these little, and that's where I got the house, the Green Gables, some books, some little envelopes and whatnot. So if I think about it, if you're interested, I can put her details there too. So I'm thinking about just putting a little something kind of there. Oh, I know what we can do is we can put that's already curved and can have like a wee little tuck spot. But what will we tuck in it? I mean, it would have to be something wee. Or what we could do is we could do like a little cluster of things. And then we could have like a little tuck spot there. But you know, I kind of like that there. Because I didn't really want to take too much away from the map. Now if I find some stickers over there of something, then I can put the stickers on. I already have this tucked in here too, I think. Oh no, that's a different one. Yeah, I'm just going to put that there. And you know what? I'm going to put it like a tuck spot because you never know. I might find something like as small as a stamp that I want to put in there. That's the one good thing about going on a little adventure, even if it's just a little day trip out somewhere in the car, is that you just never know what great little treasures you might find or what awesome little memory that you might make. Because I'm sure that, you know, sometimes it doesn't have to be a grand adventure. And I know that there are many of us who struggle with health issues of all sorts. And sometimes it's not easy to do all the things that you want to do. But there are things that we can do. What if I know I say this a lot, but Chester's over there snoring again. Actually, he's not really snoring. It's like he's dreaming these little... Oh, look, see that's a nice little one of Anne and Diana. I could tuck there, but it might fall out. Let me just stick that in there for now. So the other thing I was just thinking maybe we could do is just do a couple of these cards. I just wanted to do a little bit of collage, so why not have a little time together here. So I'm just going to go take a couple pages out of here. And I could have done this as a big master board. I know we've talked about this before, and the thing with doing that, if I'm doing like a bespoke journaling card, is that when I do them individually like this, I can kind of get it exactly how I want it. And saying that, oftentimes when you do a big master board and then cut it down, you get surprised by how much that you're going to like it. I'm just going to put, I think this is going to be too wet. I refilled my glue bottle and it's just pouring out of there. So Ernesto, I thought might be heading for us Monday, and I was hoping that it would not, but I'm thankful to say, and I'm sorry Bermuda, please take care, that it's going to bypass Nova Scotia. We're going to get some high swells along the coast. Well, Nova Scotia is almost completely surrounded by water, but not around the coast, as in like around to the north, but more to the east and southeast. And then I kind of thought I had printed off some of these, oh here, that are just in paper. Some of those are on cardstock, and some of these are just in paper. So I'm kind of thinking that we'll use that. But I want to get I'm just going through this little book of scraps. There's a couple things there that we could use. There's some trims. I could put that on somewhere, as well as that. Those are little bugs. I don't really want to look at bugs. There's some bees. Always got to take the bees along with you. Which reminds me, I was thinking today, because I got to do my Marguerite Miller for Sunday, I was thinking about Bertie and Bella. We haven't seen them. We haven't heard from them for a while. So maybe it's time to see what's happening with them. So I'm just going to use a bunch of scraps. I'm a terrible scrapaholic. But the smallest little scrap, and if you do watch my Marguerite Miller, there's times that I'm just looking for something and I pick up a little scrap, something like that, and stick it on, and then it just makes all the difference. But I've got all my addresses to get my postcards done, to send out. For sure. I was feeling at a loss because of the Olympics. Paralympics are starting too, though. But I was really, a lot of times I'm so tired when I get off work that I just don't have energy to do too much lately. So it's been just nice to kind of have the Olympics. And that there might become a focal point or something. So, did you guys watch the Olympics? I just thought it was just really good fun, and like feel good fun. I would get right emotional sometimes. When Mondo Duplantis did the pole vault and broke the record, I've been following him since he was, gosh, a few years now. He's from, he jumps for Sweden, but gosh, he's so slick. And I could only imagine his parents must be so proud of him that, I don't know, I felt right maternal towards him myself. Maybe that's what happens when, I was going to say you start to get older, but. So I've been off the prednisone, and I had a little bit of a rebound and was in a, I don't know, it was just really so stiff and hard. It was hard to get around, and but thankfully it's leveled out a little bit. But I still can't. Gosh, when I was on the prednisone, I was tearing my clothes out of my closet, and I was digging up the garden and planting trees, and it's kind of sad, really, to be honest. Okay, so let's put this little one there. And all the effort about Junk Journal July, I was kind of at a loss in a way, and then I was thinking, well, what other little things do I want to work on? And that's when I got the idea of maybe doing this kind of little series, I guess you want to call it, where we just work in different journals and just have some little craft time. I think I do need to add that. I'm not exactly sure. Put that down. So it was a gorgeous day today, a little bit humid. We haven't had near the amount, I don't believe, of rain this year that we had last year. It seemed to rain a lot last year. This year, like I think last summer in July, even, for sure, I seldom had to water my plants. Where now I'm having to water like a lot, almost every day. But then my hanging baskets are so heavy, they're so full that oftentimes the rain doesn't really penetrate into them. So I've got that one, and so I've got this one. And I just want to put a little something just there. Because again, I can always decorate them when I'm in the car driving around or at the cottage. We have a cottage right on the water, so that'll be nice. PEI is unique in that it has red sand beaches, which are one of its unique characteristics. Okay, so we've got a couple little cards. I was wondering about putting one of these little things on there, but actually I kind of like it. What do you think? I think I like it because then I could write there and I could put something there. And I'm kind of keeping the theme, this theme. Summer on the island. Okay, I do like that. That's a good one. And then she's got a book there. So I love that. I think there's two there. Okay, so there we go. Let's get that on there. So I'm happy with those. So we'll stick those in here. And I guess that's really all that I can do. You know, some other little things like put a little strip on there. How much do we need? Probably like that much at the bottom. And I might add some more tuck spots or pockets. Or the thing with adding so much of that is that you want to leave room for your memorabilia and your whatever. I do like this too, though. So I'm wondering about maybe putting that there. You are lovely. Dream, love, write your own rules. Okay, we could stick that in there and have that. This one here, we can, I think I like that there. So that's about that much. So I did too want to do a little show and tell. I got some happy mail to show. Thank you guys so much for all your thoughtfulness. It sure does brighten a day to get that happy mail. Okay, I got a little fly in here, flying around. So then we got a little strip on there, which is good. Kind of like that. So I think that's where we'll stop for today. And that's going with me when we go on holiday. But just before I go, I just want to, I got my card from Lynn. Thank you so much. I just love that postcard. It is so lovely. That's going to go in the collection. And then I got some happy mail from Chris. So thank you, Chris. I've got some little findings, a little puffin with some tags. Oh my gosh, she's so cute. And then some owls, which I will definitely be using on my next kind of collaged cards. My little, those little journal cards that we do. Love the doilies and of course the postcards. Love that daisy. A little note. And then some little puffin pages. So thank you so much, Chris, for being so thoughtful. But you'll probably, so I'm hoping to post this for tomorrow, which is Saturday, and then I'll see you on Sunday. And then until we meet again, I hope you stay safe and well, and bye for now.